Hello? Can I interest you in the Church of Latter-day Saints?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can, sir. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Mormons Play Smash Bros. In today's episode, we'll talk about how Jesus was from New York. Mormonism. I mean, it's a great religion, and I believe in it wholeheartedly, and I don't think that it's a little bit silly at all, but that's okay.
Did you see the play The Book of Mormon?
I did see it over the summer. It was so funny.
I heard
it was funny because I think Mormons are funny and silly people, and they're terrible. Anyway, time to fight the boss. You'll see all these
Turn It
here.
Off is hilarious.
Yeah, man, that was really funny. Like a light, just turn it off. It's a neat little Mormon trick.
It's great.
Oh shit, what the fuck is this? Oh, nice. So do you remember those little moldworms? Those little worm guys?
Like a mega one.
So this is called, I don't know, I guess like a giant moldworm or something.
Mega.
So you see that little ball on the end of this hill.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hit that.
You should wait till he turns around and then boomerang it.
Well, I have to hit it with my sword or...
Oh, you can't hit these guys. Are these the guys you can't hit with the boomerang?
Yeah. So I have to hit his little ball with my sword.
Wow, he is actually kind of hard.
Yeah, this is... It's a pretty unique boss, actually. That, like, you don't use the item you get in the dungeon to fight him. And, no!
Oh, wow.
So he knocks you pretty far, and then when you get knocked off, you fall down.
Wow, he killed?
And then you have to start the battle over. So his health regenerates. Now I gotta start.
It's actually pretty hard.
Yeah, so it's kind of
like the hardest one we've had so far, really. Aside from the fucking crap.
Aside from the crowd, yeah, that's true. So I was watching actually like a strategy guide on this game.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not easy. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh wow, that's
I landed in a hole.
Do you go all the way
so
back
now I
up?
have to walk all the way back up.
Oh, that's awful.
And the little bouncy guys respawn, which kind of sucks.
Aye.
So right. He's kind of hard, but he's a really unique boss, which I like a lot. In a series of games that can at times get repetitive and sort of samey, after the point where, like, I don't know. The problem I have with most of the Zelda games is that, oh shoot, it's sometimes a good idea to sort of stand next to this wall, because he can't, like, if he comes straight at you and he hits you, you don't get bounced off, but if he comes to the sides, you get bounced off really easily, so it's kind of a trade-off there. So what I was saying is, what I don't like about, like, a lot of the Zelda games is, shoot. I think it's one or two more hits.
If you're gonna get hit like way towards the center.
Yeah.
Not like obviously.
So he's going super crazy fast. Ah, sweet,
Right,
I did it.
got it. Nice.
Talking about how much I don't like other Zelda games, maybe do it. Alright, so now get this. Come down here, and I can get this. Great, you got an apple.
I thought you were gonna go the route of like a raspberry.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So what I kind of dislike about a lot of those Zelda games is when you go through a dungeon, you get the dungeon item. So I just got finished through playing Twilight Princess, and every dungeon, in my eyes at least, I see this as a problem. So every dungeon in the game has this as a problem. In my eyes. So now go to the Lost Woods and get the Master Sword. Great. So you say the first dungeon in the game. You go to the first dungeon, and so you go there, and what the hell? What the hell? The
What
TV
just
turned
happened?
off. Oh jeez. Well, the recording still worked.
Well,
the TV turned off.
The TV randomly turned off.
Oops.
And Link just survived a 100-foot fall.
Yeah.
Another one.
All good. Oops, wait, this is the wrong way.
He's got his Jordans, he's okay.
Right, so in the first dungeon in that game, you go to, whatever, you leave your village, and you go to this forest. And in this forest, there's a temple, when you go in, you get an item called the Gale Boomerang. And if you've played Smash, you know that Link's side special, not Toon Link, but Link's side special in that game, the Link in Brawl and Smash 4 are both modeled after the Link in Twilight Princess. And so he uses the Gale Boomerang item as his side special. And it kind of creates a little whirlwind air. So anyway, so you go into the dungeon, and that's the item you get after you fight a little mini boss. And you get that item. You go through the dungeon, and you have to use that item on the boss. So you shoot your boomerang.
And that pattern of like getting an item in a dungeon and using that same item on the boss is
right. Kind of bugs me. So you use the Gale Boomerang on him, like you throw the Gale Boomerang and it hits a bomb that this monkey swings across and throws.
Yeah, I can see that being annoying.
You have to
like the same.
Throw a boomerang at the bomb, and then it carries the bomb into the piranha's mouth, or this piranha plant kind of looking thing. And you throw it at him, and then the bomb goes into his mouth, and then the plant falls over, and then you slash it with your sword like 3 or 4 times, and then it goes up, and then you do the same thing. Like 4 times. And that's basically how the boss works. Let's see. Another boss in the game is this big eel. I think it's called Morpheal or something like that. It's this big eel thing, and it has an eye on its. Or at first, it's like stuck in sand at the bottom of this big dungeon room, I'll continue the story just before we get to the Master Sword. This is where we have to go for the Master Sword. If you look on the map, you'll see I'm right next to it.
Oh wow!
So there's this little tentacle. It has a bunch of tentacles, and its little eye or some sort of energy ball is in one of these tentacles. In that dungeon, you get the hook shot, or the claw shot. It's called in that game.
And then you have to use that claw shot.
So you use the claw shot on its eye, and you pull its eye out, and then you slash it a couple times.
But
then this time, it goes into a second stage of the battle because it's a harder boss. Because it's like the third dungeon or something. So this time, then the eel comes out of the ground, and some awesome music plays, and it starts swimming around the room and knocking down pillars and stuff. But when it knocks down those pillars, nothing changes about the game. It just is supposed to look cool. Okay, fine. So it swims around, and then you Z-target by holding the ZL button, and then it targets onto its eye. And then if you just press your hookshot button, hookshot goes, and it clamps onto its eye, and then you stand on its back and just keep mashing A. And then you fall off, and it takes a little damage. You do that 2 more times, and then it's dead. And every boss is exactly like that.
Really?
In Twilight Princess and in.
Well, that's really that could be like annoying.
It's every single boss is like that in Twilight Princess. I mean, not for the 2 final bosses in the game.
Oh, well, okay. I thought I was about to ask.
And that's like the penultimate battle, the penultimate and ultimate battle. I like that. Oh yeah, you'll see. Sorry, that was kind of an anticlimactic way to. But this is the Master Sword, dude.
Dun dun dun. So.
Wait. Oh shit! Suddenly, Sahasrahla contacts you telepathically. Freya says, it's extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. Alright, cool.
With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers.
Great, so now I can go fight him.
The destiny of this land is in your hands.
Get it, because the destiny is the Master Sword. Also, if I read the Book of Medora here, if I use the Book of Medora here, you see this little squiggly lines on the bottom here. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, keeping the knight's line true. And then you pull out the Master Sword, and it's this awesome, badass kind of.
Nice. But we kind of missed that.
Right? Yeah, I didn't read it because I had read it already. Kind of just forgot. Anyway, you see all these animals, and now my sword's fucking blue. It's awesome.
I'm assuming it's much stronger.
Yeah, and it's stronger, and it's a little bigger. I have a longer reach.
Yeah.
Great. So now I can come out here. What? For help, the soldiers come to the sanctuary.
This is not Sahasrahla, right? That's not Sahasrahla, right?
Who was that? Who could that have been? Wait, but who's in the sanctuary? That's Zelda. That was the wrong voice to use. It should.
That was Zelda.
Shoot, what voice did I use for Zelda?
I do not remember. This was a while ago.
Whatever. Anyway, so that was Zelda. Shit. Alright, soldiers came to the sanctuary, so I gotta go to that sanctuary.
Yeah.
Right? I gotta hurry. I gotta hurry the fuck up.
I highly doubt you really have to hurry.
Technically, you don't have to hurry, but there's sort of a sense of urgency. Because I gotta save my babe, Zelda. So right, like I was talking about, every dungeon you go in, it's like that in Ocarina of Time too, it's like that in Wind Waker. You go in a dungeon, you find an item, and then you have to use that item on the boss. Normally the boss is immune to any attack.
Except for the item.
And then you use the item on the boss, normally in some big glowy object, like in the Morpheal fight, it's this big glowing eye on it, or in the fight with that plant, the beginning of Twilight Princess. It has this big glowing eye inside its mouth. Stuff like that. There's always a big glowing object that you have to use your... Oh shit, so now when I have full health and I use the Master
you
Sword...
can shoot projectiles.
I shoot lasers out of my thing. So now we've come to the sanctuary. So I gotta go fight these soldiers now that have taken Zelda away.
What about
this badass music? Oh yeah, there was a guy in here. What happened to this guy? Like, I'm taking a nap.
Fra, you have the second too. You're a second too late. I have failed. Zelda, the soldiers have abducted her. They have taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you are our only hope.
Shit.
Dude,
That guy fucking died. That sucks.
he died and then disappeared.
He died like Yoda.
Shit. Spoilers.
Spoilers for like, that's such an old movie.
Spoilers.
Right, so now we gotta go to the castle. God damn it. Alright, we gotta go save Zelda from Aghanim.
No, so that you have to go further to get there. That's
Yeah, alright, so now I gotta go further.
at the end of the game.
Yeah. Like, we're almost done, dude. That's all we had to do. Justin doesn't believe me, but I'm serious. Like, I don't know. I was joking before, like, it's gonna be a long series. We got a long way to go. But, like, listen, you really don't believe me, but I'm serious, Justin.
I'm nodding my head quite sarcastic. Quite.
Oh, whoops, this is wait, no, it wasn't. Goddamn. Priam. But yeah, no, we gotta kill Aghanim, then we'll save Zelda, and then we're set.
Yeah. All set.
Justin, come on, why don't you believe me? Listen,
I do. I
listen,
totally
you should
believe
believe
you.
me, otherwise you're gonna be disappointed when the game ends in like 10 minutes. Alright, but speaking of the end of the game, this is the end of the episode. So we'll see you next time. I'll complain more about Zelda's being very linear and whatever. You can argue that it's good game design because it creates a through line for the dungeon, but I argue that it makes every boss feel the same, and then when you go into a dungeon, you know how the boss fight's gonna go. You're gonna use your special item on the boss, and then you're gonna hit it with your sword 3 or 4 times, and then that's it, and then you're done. But in this game,
You got a fiery.
In this game, it's fucking nuts. The Sandworm boss, I could just use my sword on him, or I could use bombs, or I could use my ice rod on him. And the Armos Knights, okay, that one's kind of whatever, silly.
And that's
like,
what make Four Swords Adventures the best Zelda game.
It's best to use your arrows on the Armos Knights that you get in that dungeon, but you can also just use your sword if you want to. You don't have to use your arrows, but in that game, it forces you to fight the boss in one specific way, but in this game, you can fight the bosses in so many different ways, and it's great, and I love this game, and I also love that it's the end of the episode. Goodbye!